So, we begin this episode on November 3rd, 3:30. And the camera is on Gyapkol, a major colony, although one that has not seen a great deal of combat up until the last 3 months. And before this winter offensive by the United Front hasn't really been harried or attacked in any way. So the defenses of this district are quite threadbare. And the camera zooms in more as we come upon Jamie. Jamie, what are you doing?
Uh, Probably out for a morning run. Enjoying the fact that we're under like gravity effect.
Okay, okay. What kind of districts are you running through?
Sorry, what?
Where are you running through?
Oh, probably like outdoor park, something like that, if I can find it.
One of the good things about Cronian stations is they're actually much like spacer ones in format. They're not very urbanized like Belters and Jovian colonies or Lunan ones. So there is plenty of elbow room to be had. And as you're jogging through Gapcole, um, what are you wearing exactly?
Probably just be is PT gear, which I suppose at this point is a little innocuous looking because it's not like we would have been re-equipped with anything.
So
With our with our new thing. So it's gonna be some faded out uh, federal gear, but it's not like we've been re-equipped with new PT dog. So hell with it.
federal albums are still all over it.
Yeah, I mean they're probably pretty faded out at this point. But literally one of those cases where you got to stick like a green armband on just so you don't get spat on by the locals.
Thing is, actually, I would like you to roll me a keen politics check with a +1.
Keen politics +1. Ah, snake eyes.
Snake Eyes, Jamie, I have some news for you. Even if you were walking around this colony in the same thing you are currently wearing 10 years ago, they still would have looked at you just as warmly as they are right now. This is a pro Federation and now pro Titans colony.
Okay.
Uh, One of the things you do notice is apparently there is some dude, I don't know, 500 or 400 meters ahead of you, doing as you are, jogging through the city in his mop gear.
Hmm. I'm feeling like somebody pissed off somebody. If you're having to run around in mop gear.
PT and mop gear.
Hmm. Yeah, that would suck. I assume he's not making great time then.
actually, on that question, Peri,
Yes, sir.
are you making great time?
You know, let's check. I'll go roll his grid in athletics. He's doing great time. That's 5 successes. He's going quick. He's maintaining a good pace. Doesn't even seem tired. Just exert.
And Jamie, you see this freak of nature, run out of your field of vision. And I assume you go back to where you're based at right now, which is still aboard the ship you are now a part of, a ship class which is yet named, yet to be named. Therefore, I'm just gonna pull a name out. So, Irish Rover. I think that was one of the things we had. It's the Irish Rover. Jamie, the Rover is a much older ship. Like, older than the colony you were born in, kind of old.
Gotcha.
It is a demothballed Jeb class. And a Jeb class is the initial carrier the first Federation invented way back in the day. Actually, no, it's the first carrier made with walker frames in mind. About 110 years ago.
Gotcha. This thing is ancient.
Even if it
or at
isn't,
least
the design is ancient. They didn't stop making them until the 270s.
Gotcha. Other than being like ancient rickety, what kind of shape is this thing in?
It's all right considering how old it is. It seems like Lieutenant Colonel Guerre managed to scrounge up some parts to retrofit onto this thing. To replace the stuff that's simply put too old. Which currently makes it somewhat of a Frankenstein ship.
Gotcha. And I assume all of our walker frames have been embarked on this thing.
Your brand new squadron, which I don't believe has a name yet.
Oh.
Yep, because currently your numerical designation is just simply put the 1st Titans Walker Frame Squadron.
I see. Well, what do we want to name it? No, that won't work here. Nora will probably leave it first for now.
Speaking of...
I mean, if nothing else, it's not confusing.
You do have the benefits of being a brand new squadron. You have no baggage right now?
True.
Convenient.
Although, Jamie, when you look around the hangar of the rover, you will see that, like, if, probably about half of the pilots you currently have and half the ground crew are civilian volunteers who have less than a year in uniform.
Oh, you'd be keeping the Dragoon name up.
About 20% after that is reactivated colonials, and the last 30% are the feds and the then current colonials who all became titans. You know, people who were already in the military at the time.
Gotcha. So we're a bit of a motley assortment right now,
Yeah, you
to,
are.
to put it politely.
Well, on the bright side, at the very least, the Gyapkol Defense District has remained quiet. You're currently situated opposite of the Republic of Saturn, and it looks like the main army of the Republic of Saturn, not a warlord. And the communards aren't really close in any conceivable way.
Gotcha.
Also, speaking of the squadron, Nora,
Mm-hmm.
you are now CAG.
Yeah.
You sound so happy.
Just living, staring into the mirror.
What do you make of the state of the squadron and your new role?
How many of them did she get to personally, like, work with for a bit?
Like 15% of them.
Oh, boy. They get a slightly better grade than average colonials.
Wow, you really hate the other 15% of the colonials who are now titans? Come on.
Not hate, more so just, I hope they don't disappoint. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Whoa, Nora is giving the benefit of the doubt to someone? Hold the presses.
Improbable.
Now this is character growth.
Well, thank goodness she's learning. Back in the older sessions, Nora would have pulled aside Jamie and John and be like, I think we need to kill these guys.
Speaking of you, Jeanne, you've been promoted to captain. You're now a flight leader.
Yes. Yes, she is. As for what she has been doing with her new status and reputation, and also, I guess, Philippe's marriage and removal of first name. I'm kidding. No, but seriously, what she's been doing as a captain status has, one, been trying to read up and practice her leadership skills as much as possible because, well, now she's the leader because Philippe suddenly came to her and was like, by the way, I'm leaving. You're captain now. And Nora's CAG. And she was like, oh. Second of all, she's actually been, I suppose you could say, ingratiating herself amongst the community of the colony name. What's it called?
Gyapko.
Gyapko. She's been doing, I suppose, how to say, community work, in a way. Community work, civilian management, essentially helping with the reputation of the Titans with the population. Granted, the Titans are already fairly popular, as this was a pro-Federation colony, but she has been making it even better. Helping civilians with issues. Sometimes she's seen hanging out with the children of the colony. Just generally, honestly, to be honest, not what you'd expect a captain to be doing, but she seems actually quite happy doing so. She's probably gotten chewed out though at some point, maybe by Nora. But
For
honestly,
what?
I feel like Nora wouldn't totally mind. She's probably like, Jeanne, your allotted hour of civilian time is over. Get back to bed.
Actually, speaking of that, can we summon Philippe into the room real quick?
Sure.
Philippe, you are in a room with, let me get the names because, brand new assortment. You're in the room with Mayor Quay Burasai, along with a few other civilian functionaries of Gyapkol's civilian administration.
Philippe's just leaning back in his chair, listening attentively. He hasn't spoken much in this meeting.
To the right and left of you, to the left of you is Lieutenant Colonel Kat Anasuna. I hope I'm saying that right. Who leads the Gyapkol Volunteer Infantry Regiment. From what you read up on her, elected officer, was a physician before all of this, and has zero military experience. To the left of her is a Major Dessert, who's in charge of your more elite group of, your drop battalion, drop infantry. Imagine air cavalry, but in space. And to your right is your new second in command, a Major Keo, who is a older man, about in his 60s. Former colonial, made it to about captain before being dishonorably discharged. And then the mayor turns to you and asks, Commandant.
Philippe kind of looks over, raising a.
We've been recently having a problem with altercations between. He looks over to Dessert and then you. More regular elements of the defense force getting into altercations with civilians.
I see.
It seems as though many of these new arrivals and the citizens don't know each other terribly well. I have a few ideas on how to better integrate the defense force with Gyapkol, but I'm curious to hear your opinions.
Well, at the end of the day, my opinion is that any harassment of the civilian population will not be tolerated and will be punished severely. I also feel these incidents will decrease with time and understanding of one another. Too many of my troops are used to more hostile locale. But that is not here, and their behavior is unacceptable.
Well, prevention should be the best solution then. You know them better than I do, Commandant. What do you feel like would be the best way to impress upon your troops that the people of Got Upkill are their friends?
While I am hesitant to suggest it for how it may appear in the Federation proper, I must remember we are not in the Federation proper. He kind of smiles. I would suggest encouraging civilian establishments to be in specifically catering to and advertising to the garrison. That way, they know they are welcome, they know they will be safe, and their guard will be low. Other than that, I suppose the goal would be more interactions between the civilian populace and my garrison, in which case, social events, mixers. Though naturally I would not be able to order anything of the sort, as it would likely defeat the point were I to do so.
Do you think you could make some sort of gesture, lead by example, to get the ball rolling? The mayor turns to Colonel Cat and he asks, "Do you think anyone in the Gyappo Reading Society would be up for this sort of thing?" Then the colonel nods. I think so, Mayor.
Well, excellent. It sounds like we have a plan of attack then.
Then Mayor Bursai looks to you, and I suppose you all have some party or another to work out or go to in the coming weeks. I'm sure we'll iron something out in specific.
As you wish.
And I suppose that concludes today's business. The mayor and the other civilian administration get up. Thank you for your time. He nods and then walks away. Philippe, next to you, you hear, how would I describe this sound? Like a grumble from Major Dessert.
Yes, Major?
Nothing, Commandant. Without rolling a empathy check, you can tell she looks kind of annoyed.
What's bothering you?
Well, I don't see why, at the very least, I had to be here.
Simple. If something were to happen to me, you are one of the highest ranking officers in the chain of command. You need to be informed of what's going on if our project here is to continue unabated.
Well, sir, my main role here is to train up, and she points over to Colonel Cat, who's been walking away for a few seconds now. Her civvies.
And, as I just stated, that makes you one of the most important officers here.
Yeah, but like, I could have been doing that instead of sitting here for the last 2 hours listening to our friends in the suits talk about waste management.
As you wish, then. You may skip the next one.
Thank you, sir.
Of course. Truthfully, it does not bother me so much. I quite enjoy it.
Really, sir?
Indeed.
With your record, I'm somewhat surprised.
And what about my record surprises you that I would find this enjoyable?
Well, you seem to get into trouble quite frequently, sir.
Yes, I suppose I have a habit of it.
If I was to only look at your record, I would come into the assumption that you like being in the thick of it.
Well, Major, that meeting room back there, for right now, that is the thick of it. It's just a different sort of battle. The battle against social inequality, the battle against infrastructure failing, a battle against corruption. It is a far more righteous campaign than many of the others I've been engaged.
One moment.
The
And
dice of destiny.
the dice of destiny. Not rolling for hammers this time. Specifically, Philippe, that anti-corruption purge has been going very, very well.
Good.
It seems like most of Sonia Chow's loyalists have in fact been arrested. Although the question of now is, how do we process all of the cases? And
Philippe is staying far away from that because Philippe has an opinion on how to handle it, and Philippe's opinion cannot be stated under any circumstances, or they'll actually do it.
on account of the fact that you are highest ranking officer within the district. You know, Kat equals you in rank because she's in charge of a, albeit under strength, infantry regiment, a fellow lieutenant colonel. However, you are senior most officer compared to her, which makes you the man in charge. You are the commandant.
Yeah, Philippe's not going to bring up his opinions on the subject.
Unless specifically asked.
Even if specifically asked, he'll probably defer. Because his opinion is probably public trials and execution. Audience participation.
Audience participation?
He's French. What do you expect?
Oh, no. Excellent point. I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's like their favorite thing.
And he's a Republican. I have to keep reminding you that he is a French Republican.
They cannot get enough of that shit. I have a question, Philippe.
Yes.
With your spare time, because you've been here for a couple of weeks now, what have you been up to?
Honestly, not a lot. Philippe's mostly just been relaxing, going for walks, enjoying, if there's a park on the colony, he's been enjoying the park, sleeping in.
How's your eye doing?
It still bothers him, but he's gotten accustomed to it at this point.
The field of vision change isn't so jarring now?
Yeah, it's okay now. Other than that, occasionally just checking in on things and handling paperwork and basically reviewing the pace of things.
How have you been finding the fact that you're in charge of what could be considered an understrength task force?
Well, he tries not to think too hard about it. He tries to just go one day at a time.
I see. Change to commanding a ship instead of piloting must be pretty severe.
Yeah, that has basically consumed any time he's not spent relaxing.
I doubt you missed the diaper, though.
So yeah, it is what it is. As it is overall, Philippe is quite happy with how things have gone.
I would actually like you to roll tact leadership in this very moment.
Let me pull up Philippe's sheet. That is 8 successes.
8 successes. It seems like you could. No, wait, no, that's not a good way to describe it. It seems like the volunteers' training is going swimmingly. If things keep going at the rate they're going, you could very easily, if you, of course, you find sufficient supplies, stand up another, or at the very least, start to stand up another infantry regiment by the end of the year.
In that case, that's probably what he's doing right now when he gets home, is writing to Kunyati and informing her of the excellent pace of developments, making a request for additional munitions and supplies to be sent to Jop. And essentially, at this point, I imagine his primary concern, all honesty, would be starting to establish a military intelligence section at Job Cole. Which, again, is a lot of pulling in favors from Ty.
Quick, could you say that again? I was reading something Frep.
He is attempting to revitalize the military intelligence capabilities of his command. Because we really don't have any military intel guys directly attached right now, and he's trying to change them.
Yeah, SADI dudes and FIS operatives loyal to Titan are a rare commodity at the moment.
Exactly. So, like, that's really been his priority right now, is trying to find the people to do that. And he is beginning to sort of contemplate if they're going to have to rely on mercs for the job.
I'm sure everyone here has very complex and even-handed feelings on mercenaries.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why he's trying everything else before that point. But he is well aware of the fact that Jopkol cannot continue to function in its current state without a military intelligence section. Because it's, and for the record, I do want to stress military intelligence, because Fist and, Sadie, there are cool little spooks, but we need the uniform intel guys. Philippe doesn't care about CIA shenanigans. Philippe wants the guys who can get him analyses on enemy force dispositions, likely projections, etc., so that Jop Cole is prepared for anything. And really, other than that, the only really major development is he stopped walking with his revolver when he's on the column.
I have a question about that specifically, now that you say that. When was the last time you walked in a colony without it on your hip?
Not since he was first deployed to the Bell.
How long ago was that?
Years.
I can only imagine the hole on your hip it represents.
He's spending a lot more time in civilian clothing. Well, when he's at home, at least.
Question?
Yes.
Since Philippe has been doing more stuff on the civilian sector, how would you say John's activities have been potentially helping in that regard? Even if she isn't cognizant of it.
What do you mean by that specifically?
Well, as I said, John has been, I don't know how else to describe it, essentially doing, side quests, I suppose, in the colony. She's been ingratiating herself with the civilian populace. I doubt that she's doing it entirely as a, She isn't doing it in civilian, I imagine. I assume she might be having to do it in military uniform or whatever they're allowed to wear when they're out and about. But she's been helping civilians, doing things for them, just generally helping to the best of her power as a captain, the civilian populace of Gyapko. With her power as a captain. Not much in the grand scheme of thing, but essentially, hopefully helping to raise the rep of the garrison, although she herself is doing it because she wants to.
Well,
That's just a bonus.
Seeing as Commandant Guerre is a very, very busy man, he doesn't have time to search for activities to do. However, given your long friendship, if you had something to suggest, Peri, I don't think like he wouldn't make time.
He would give her time.
So, Jeanne, what did the two of you do?
That's a great question. I assume the two of them. I guess it would be fun to kind of have a buddy cop adventure of some degree. Essentially, someone somewhere, a civilian asks like, "Oh, Captain Chevalier, there's so and so that needs help with. Do you think you could help?" Like something that it would be kind of appropriate to ask a military lady. Maybe it requires a bit of force. Maybe it requires a bit of a presence in a uniform to adjust. And perhaps John kind of called Philippe in order to get a little bit more help with that, if that makes sense.
So,
that's corruption.
No, actually, so Jeanne, someone asked you to essentially remove squatters because the cops won't do it because the police department's kind of been disbanded.
Right.
And
me and my cool cop car that I picked up with my walker frame.
And you went to Commandant Guerre about this. And Philippe, what do you have to say about?
Just asking like, what should we do? Would this be within our jurisdiction, or do you think it's worth to do it for the colony people, or should we just leave them?
No, and no.
Okay, then we don't do it. I don't know what else to say.
That said, if you're very concerned about this situation, let's take a drive down there. Leave the uniforms behind. Go in civvies. We can have a chat with them as citizens.
All right. Then in that case,
if they're squatting in someone else's property, there's one of two realities occurring. Either one, they do not have a home on the colony due to some reason, likely economic inequality, or two, they are simply an asshole. I find two unlikely, so let us just go speak with them without the uniforms, no force. Who asked you to do this?
Who asked me to do this?
1 moment. Let me generate a name.
I'll think of something of what they are.
A Rabu Rin.
It was a Rabu Rin. He's one of the He's one of the... What's the term? City...
Notables?
He's one of the city notables. Helps with the management of the city. Apparently, they may be causing problems for the improvement of the city, sir. Of the colony, that is.
Philippe.
Apparently, where they're squatting is planned to be built new industry.
Philippe, from what you've heard no such complaint. Nor have
Interesting.
heard it from, the mayor or civilian administration. This is the first you're hearing about this issue.
Well, you drive. I do not know how. And Philippe will go sit down into the passenger seat.
Of your
Let's
meat.
meet. Let's
Exactly.
okay.
Has literally not been used unless someone comes and makes him get in it.
I never knew I needed passenger princess, Philippe.
And Philippe just kind of kicks his feet up on the dash as he leans back, adjusting his suit jacket. He's not wearing a full suit, but he is wearing like a suit jacket blazer type.
Jeanne
It is
is
very clear this is a man who doesn't really know how to dress out of uniform anymore, as he is wearing a baseball cap on top of.
He's lost everything. But yeah, Jeanne is wearing essentially a button-up. Kind of like I would say it's like a button-up dress shirt, kind of sleeveless tie, and some dress pants and shoes mostly. A little more, a little better than Philippe, I suppose. Nothing too fancy though. As she gets in the car and she says, should I? Well, no, I have a 2. That's trained. I know how to drive a car. My captain doesn't. He knows how to drive a walker frame though, so that's cool. As Jeanne makes her way over, she finds herself thinking about why she would be asked by Rabu Rin. Mostly she's been helping. I said in uniform, but I guess it would be more sense for her to be out of uniform since that wouldn't count as corruption. It's more minor deals. I guess that, he came to her and was like, hey, you help the people, this will help the people. And Jeanne was like, I'm going to talk about Philippe about this because this is a bigger issue than what I usually do. She does more local things and she drives them to the location.
It's down in the borders between a residential district and industrial. A lot of the houses around here are quite ramshackle. Lots of the facades of these buildings have not been very well maintained, with lots of paint, flaking off. And you come upon what looks to be a dilapidated and abandoned apartment complex. I have a question, Jeanne. As you take the keys out of the ignition of your Meep. Are you armed currently?
I think she might still have Bishop's regards, but due to how it's designed, it is very well hidden, and she has not really pulled it out. Ever. At all, really. Honestly, this entire engagement, she's never really used it except for, no, actually, the mansion party, she didn't have the gun on her. She had to stab a fucker. Yeah, she had to stab someone. So really, she hasn't had a chance to use it, which isn't bad. That's good, all things considered. Killing people isn't something she looks forward to.
And it'd be really, really bad if you...
And it'd be really, really bad if I...
Before we get out, Philippe leans forward and picks the phone off the dash of the Meep and dials in Nora's number.
Nora, you hear a ring in your bunk.
Oh, Nora picks it up.
Major, Captain Chevalier has taken me out to see a apparent case of potentially dangerous people in an apartment building. If you don't hear from me in, let's call it 2 hours, assume I've been kidnapped, maybe killed.
Sir, I'm getting a
enjoy the
squad
rest
and I'm
of your
coming to
day.
you now.
No, not doing that. You're breaking up.
Sir,
Stay
where are you
away.
going?
That's an order.
Jeanne chuckles a little.
And then he will hang up and he'll call Weaver.
Weaver. You're getting a call in your bunk.
I'll answer. Hello?
Lieutenant Weaver, I'm giving you a direct order to prevent Major Callaghan from leaving her bunk. Do whatever means are possible short of killing her to prevent her from departing. And make sure no one... Essentially, just lock her in her room. Good luck, and he hangs up.
Well, it looks like this morning is rather exciting.
That's Weaver's problem now, not mine. He takes off his baseball cap and throws it in the back of the car.
It just cuts to Weaver listening to the phone go click on the other side with a deeply unhappy expression on his face.
It's like really pulled. The camera's really pulled out from his room. It's like it's actually shot from like the doorway into the like from the hallway looking into the doorway.
The Weaver looks small. Anyways, Weaver, I suppose you have your marching orders.
Yeah, I guess he'll be running quickly because he doesn't know what's going on, but I feel like this is an unusual enough phone call that he's going to be needing to block the captain right away.
Well, Jamie,
Do you think you're fast enough?
yeah, I was just about to ask.
I don't know.
Could you make me a poise athletics?
Where's athletics? That is 3 success.
Rolling for luck. Nora,
Yes.
when you get your clothes like fully on, get your gear on so you can leave to go take a squad down to the industrial zones. Standing in front of your door as it slides open is Jamie, who looks flushed. Like flush in the face.
Amy,
Major?
need something?
I'm here on sorry. Is now Colonel? I can't remember what ranks we've all given ourselves.
Who can keep track of Philippe's ranks?
The Colonel's orders? He hesitates because he's,
I'm slowly
out of
nodding.
reflex, he's about to say Major, but that's not correct anymore.
Uh-huh. Orders for what?
To ensure you don't leave this room.
I see. And are you going to try?
I mean, I have no choice but to try.
It seems like a very Weaver thing to say that out loud.
She's definitely going to try to get past you.
With just a very resigned expression, he's going to try and block her.
Oh boy.
Please, both of you.
Click the button, Weaver. You don't stand a chance.
Weaver probably actually does stand a chance.
I know he does, but it's... Nora has the evil-ass scary aura.
Yeah, Intimidation 5.
Yeah, the evil women. Anyways.
It doesn't really matter if Weaver... It doesn't matter if Weaver succeeds or not because it just buys time for us to do this, is Philippe's logic. But sorry, what happened?
That's funny.
Yeah, Jamie, you might have been ordered to die on your sword. Anyhow,
The Philippe and Jeanne's main plot. So how can we help? How can we help rectify the wage gap and introduce universal income to the colony? The Weaver and Nora subplot, and it's just it's the image of Frag and Battle Beast going at each other.
Street fight.
Anyways, both of you, please grit athletics.
All right. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I need a flatter dice surface. One moment. Everything keeps rolling off.
I've never been so close to a potential point.
Oh no.
Oh, that's only 3 success on my end.
That is 4 successes on my end.
Hey, Jamie?
Yeah.
Want to spend a narrative point?
The force a tiebreaker? Are we allowed to do that when it's versus each other?
This isn't real combat. I'll allow it.
Sure.
Hey, both of you, roll me a tiebreaker.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
4.
6.
Fuck. Nora, you slipped past.
Alright. She's not even gonna be mad at Jamie. Jamie's following orders. Good soldiers following orders.
What are you, a clone?
Yes.
I can only imagine an army of Noras.
We have
An army of Noras.
We have 100,000 Noras with 1 million more well on the way.
Slaps the top of Nora's head. This unit can fit so much racism in her. Anyhow, Jamie, Nora is getting away. She's gotten past you and is floating down the hallway.
Oh, we have our swords, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
That
Or would bring her sword or pistol.
ominous thing to say.
She would not stab Jamie. Jamie doesn't deserve that.
Oh, God. I think Jamie might just like make it for the nearest phone and like try and basically put the ship on lockdown. Like
Do
gotta
not
call up the
let
damn
Captain-
MPs. Do not. Yes.
Do not let Major
let
Callaghan get out of
leave
here.
this ship.
Why, sir? Is she a traitor? No.
Fucking, there's a spy on the base ass scene.
See, that would require lying, and Jamie's really bad at that.
Intruder alert! Nora is about to leave.
Let's see. A last name. I need a singular last name. All right, that works. Jamie, you go to the nearest ship phone you see, and you get a line to the bridge.
Hey.
It seems like one of the lieutenants is currently on watch, and they asks, "This is the bridge."
Lieutenant Weaver, I need to. Sorry. We need to lock the ship down and prevent Major Callaghan leaving. This is orders straight from the Major. I don't know why. Call it a drill. Call it whatever you need to.
Major Tao?
No. Major Callaghan. Orders from
Wait,
Major
Major
Colonel Guerre.
Oh,
He's still stumbling over the wrecks.
the commandant. Understood. Nora,
Yeah.
as you're walking down the hallways, there is an alarm goes off as you hear over the intercom the officer of the watch declare to everyone aboard the Irish rover that you are to be stopped and detained.
Oh?
As you see everyone in this hallway turn specifically to you. Ay, coño, Miles Morales.
Nora just cracks her knuckles. I guess she's gonna have to fight her crew.
I mean, the good news is this is going to be really easy to pass off as a security drill, essentially.
Yeah, it's the final
It's
boss.
it's not a
security
drill when
fight the
Nora
Major.
beats the hell out of half the ship's company.
It's funny because this is the one ship that doesn't have well drilled. So you could actually argue that Philippe doing this was just a way to get them whipped up into security shape since they're the lacking crew quality ship.
Truly, this is some real initiative.
Meanwhile, the actual truth of the matter that no one will ever believe is that this was Philippe pranking his friend.
Why can't it be both?
Philippe's idea of a friendly prank making Major Callaghan fight half the ship's complement. And
I'm sure the Major will enjoy this one.
Not gonna lie, she will enjoy this.
See? Anyways, back to you, Philippe and Jeanne. So, you have this apartment complex that is... Oh, but you... bad timing.
The sinister apartment complex of doom and despair. Of wealth inequality, actually.
Oh, I guess we're still on Chibi and Nora. Hey, Nora.
Yeah.
I'd like you to roll me grit melee right now.
Grit melee. Right. Yeah, I get another one because of pressure, if I remember correctly.
I thought you were about to say get another dice. I'm like, oh god, not this. Not you two.
No. 2 successes.
2 successes. In the room, you see the first man in front of you turn to try to get in your way. How do you beat them? You have 1 more success than me.
Nora's probably gonna kick his leg from under him and just beat him into the corner and just keep moving.
Alrighty, Jamie, when you come to this hallway, you see Nora has already beaten up 1 sailor. And she's moving on into the next person in the hallway, Banker. Nora, please make the same roll again.
Okay. Baker's gonna try to stop me. That's a 4. 4 against my 6. So it's 3 successes.
Three successes versus my 1 failure. So, Nora, Banker doesn't try to tackle you or even stand in your way. The first thing he does is try to punch you in the face. How do you respond?
Nora's just going to grab Baker by the arm and just throw him against the wall. Nice try, Baker.
He grunts, Jamie, please intervene if you're so inclined.
I mean, he'll try and jump in. Major, what the hell is going on?
You tell me.
I don't know. Colonel told me not to let you leave your quarters. He wouldn't explain much beyond that. Some damn fool idea.
The Colonel went somewhere and told me that there's a chance he might get kidnapped, so I'm trying to avoid that.
His orders only specified that you couldn't go.
Right.
So where is
Jimmy?
bats eyelashes. Jamie.
Oh, I forgot. Wait, did he even say where he was gonna go?
I didn't make Peri say it on account of the fact that I'm not going to invent street names because that's too much fucking work.
True.
But
Nora's just gonna look at Jamie, hand on the shoulder. I need you to go to get to the colonel. Take Banker with you.
wait. Jamie, your orders were very clear. You were to make sure Nora did not leave her bunk.
Don't worry, Jamie. I'll return. Just go check on the colonel for me. And
Understood.
take Chevalier with you as well if you can find it.
Understood.
Are you
Yeah, because he has no idea that she's gone, so he will try and enact that those orders.
Oh, now that Nora's gotten what she wanted, she'll go back pleased.
I'm going to spend a narrative point. Nora,
Mm-hmm.
please make me a poise acrobatics at a -3.
Acrobatics.
Yeah. Yes, acrobatics.
Oh. Is that at a -3?
At a -3.
That is 6 failures.
6 failures. Nora, you go to turn around, and the first thing you meet is a fist in your face.
Oh. Whose?
Bankers.
Nora just puts her hand on her face. Oh, that was quite a great punch. And she looks at him.
And
Oh, it's you, Banker.
Nora, the next thing that happens that after you say, "Oh, it's you," is what looks to be 5 other dudes, like dogpile you, like cartoon style. Pile
Stop
back.
him!
You're just gonna look at this pile. Banker, go get a jeep.
Not dog pile. Well, I guess Nora will continue having a fight.
When I mean dogpile, I mean like they sit on top of you, kind of.
I know.
I even as strong as you are, Nora, I don't think you can lift 5 bodies that are actively trying to stay on top of you.
Oh, she'll try.
Yeah, I will not let you get out of.
Why won't you die?
Anyways, we cut back to the residential district as there is this dilapidated apartment complex in front of you. What now?
Jeanne will, put her hand over the commandant's chest as she'll say, "Allow me to go first, Commandant Guerre," as she is, she's gonna be making her way to the building. A bit cautiously, of course, as you would in any form of dilapidated building. You never know what could happen. And she is going to, I suppose, open the main entrance door and look around.
It creaks open. As you see old, dusty wooden boards, damaged walls, and broken windows.
Jeanne will then step inside and, take one last scan of the area before, motioning for Philippe to enter.
Philippe will. Then he'll just cup his hands around his mouth and go, "Hello."
Could you roll me charm expression right now?
What a hilarious roll.
What?
A 2 and a 1.
How many successes is that?
Well, let me go check something. So that's a 3 under 10 for 8 successes.
Riz's squatters instantly.
I have a question. What did you say it in?
We are here to talk. We heard there was some issue here.
No, like what language is what I'm asking?
Cronian, probably.
Just to jog my memory. Does Chevalier know Cronian?
Well, she was raised along the Jupiter camp, what was it, Trojan camps around Jupiter.
Probably.
Yeah, that wouldn't help you with Cronian.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
at
so
all.
she probably. Oh, then no. Probably a never good idea why she probably asked Philippe for help, all things considered.
You hear rustling about as you see a few heads in this hall alone pop out of several different rooms.
Jean's eyes kind of widen a bit, not in like, it just like, wow, okay, that's a lot of people.
Philippe clears his throat. Howdy, strangers. I am Phil. What seems to be the issue?
What? One of them says.
We were told there was an issue at this building. A squatting problem, people in need.
You see a man's eyes immediately sharpen. What are you, a cop?
No.
We got rid of those.
Jeanne, do you say that out loud?
I don't think she understood him. Did he say that?
Well,
Yes,
because
that's
we're
right.
speaking
That's
Cronian.
right.
No, we killed them. No, we killed them all. No, we didn't kill them. But she doesn't say that.
Yet.
She was actually only taught one Cronian phrase, and it was, quote, "We killed them."
I thought you were about to say
Nora
blue
thought it
balls.
was. Nora thought it was funny.
I thought you were about to make a really deep cut reference, Swappy, and say blue balls instead.
No, sorry.
So, did they say anything after that, or do they just stare at me?
Oh, yes. To get back to the scene. So, you respond, then, what are you here for?
To find out what's going on.
Nothing's going on.
Well, something's going on if you're worried about cops and someone else is complaining about you.
Who the fuck's complaining about us?
The building manager?
He looks around. It doesn't look like he's a whole lot of use.
True enough. So, tell me more.
Why, no one's lived here for years. How the fuck can't we use it?
Well, from what I heard, they're planning on renovating this building.
He looks at you like you've said the dumbest thing he's ever heard. Renovating.
Sorry, did he say anything, or is he just staring at me?
Oh, no, sorry, you didn't hear that then. I'll enunciate more. He says, in an incredulous look, renovating.
Yes, I heard there's some building development to occur.
Do you know what... I'm trying to think of the right way to phrase this. He says, friend, do you have any idea how hard it is to find housing in Colony?
No, tell me.
Well, between the refugees and unemployment, finding this spot's lucky. Hell, there's... He looks back. At least 30 people in this room alone.
30 people in a room?
Yeah.
I see. He starts tapping his foot and rubbing his...
Plus, like, what... He turns back to him and yells, what did they want again? Then you hear a distant voice. I think it was some sort of, like, arcade center they wanted. And then you hear a different voice. And another one says, no, it was another factory.
Well, what's your background then, stranger?
How about you? What's your background?
Oh, I am Commandant Philippe Guerre.
And then the stranger says, yeah, and I'm President and Algezovich.
Oh, no, look. He takes out his ID and tosses it over with his wallet.
John starts reaching for her own ID.
No, John, mine will be enough. He switches to...
She puts her ID back in her breast pocket.
This man looks over it. Could just be
Shush, dog.
There's just a dog in the building. Anyways, this guy says, with, like, squinted eyes, it looks legit, but looks can be deceiving.
He taps his iPad.
And how do I know? Oh, there's something. How do I know that isn't just for show?
He lifts his iPad.
And what does this man see?
It is a ruined piece of stitched up flesh there. Just a nasty burn and shrapnel scar on that side.
John covers her mouth a little. Not in, like, oh, she's gonna throw up, but in a, like, oh, I don't like seeing that.
Why are you here?
Oh, I wanted to see what was occurring. I heard that there were people squatting, and that spoke to me that you were low on housing, and it seems I am correct in that. May I inspect the rooms?
Not like I can stop you.
Yes, you can. We have no right to enter your home without your permission. And while you are not here legally, you are here because you need it. And that, to me, makes it your home. So, would you invite me into your home? I would like to take a few pictures with my associate here, and then see what I can do about them. And I give you my word, you will not be forced out of this building if I have any say in it.
Please make me another charm expression.
3-1, so 7 successes.
You really do love that idiot savant bonus, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It's so peak. And I hope I play it off that Philippe is an idiot savant.
Yeah, immediately introducing yourself as Philippe Guerre, Commandant of the district.
He's not gonna lie.
Well,
Lying is immoral and is frowned upon in the Titans, at least in Philippe's area of the Titans. You know.
Yeah, essentially, Philippe will just, if they let him in, start inspecting the apartment.
After a few shared glances, he stands aside to let you through the door.
So what do I see, direct?
You see about 30 men and women and a singular child in this singular room. What looks to be previously like a common area. It does remind you a lot of ship living. Always rubbing elbows. It is crowded.
Jeanne, start taking pictures.
Yes, Commandant. And she is going to. Actually, I'm pretty sure she does have a photo taker in her. No, she only has keepsake photos. But you know what, John?
I'll let you have
Sorry,
camera.
a photo taker. A camera?
Leave me alone.
The Japanese visual novel part of Swappy's brain took
Uh,
The camera.
Sorry.
My nice digital, not digital. Would it be one of those that's photocopy? Would it be a photo?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
My cool futuristic sci-fi of the 80s camera. And she will, actually, fun fact, she has taken up a bit of photography as a hobby lately.
Focus.
Anyway, she starts taking
I aim a gun at you. Focus. Say focus.
No, Philippe, you don't have your gun on you. We already established that.
Philippe's not aiming.
You see John trying to perfectly line up the shot, and Philippe's just doing the cutting motion of just take the photo. But Jean's gonna start taking pictures of the apartments, and I assume they're in terrible condition, all things considered.
Yeah. You eventually, after walking through the building, and most of the rooms in here are the same deal of being vastly overstuffed. You come across a public restroom, and the sinks are on the outside of the restroom, because of course they are. This is an anime.
Yeah. I'm noticing that there seems to be no piping for this toilet. It's just stuck to the wall.
No, fountains is what you're standing in front of.
Yeah, so John's taking photos, and she kind of says in the belter of just the fact there's still people in the colony living in these conditions. Even when it was essentially the capital of the Federation presence on Jupiter.
Jeanne, we're not at Jupiter. This is Saturn.
Sorry. Cronian is Saturn. My bad. Jupiter is Jovian.
Correct.
Right. Okay, sorry. That was out of character. I'm getting my things mixed up. Even though this was the capital of the Federation presence on Saturn.
Jeanne, this wasn't the capital of the Federation presence in Saturn. This is Jopkol. It's a frontier colony.
Frontier colony should still be living at...
A provincial capital shouldn't be this bad.
I agree.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be as bad as it is, but it is bad. We should not spend time crying over how it was handled under our predecessors, and instead we should look forward to fixing it and doing our best to assist. Now then. Philippe will go over and just ask, is there anything around here that needs some fixing up while I'm here before I place in a call with the man?
Well, one of the passerbys, she says, well, there's no water.
Well, I'll go see if I can reconnect some of the pipes. Jeanne, you wait outside for... I'm sure by this point Callaghan's overpowered Weaver, or Weaver has been browbeat into sending reinforcements. You make sure they don't come in ready, and instead get them ready to do some labor around the place. We're going to get this tidied up while we're here. Jean's going to take off his blazer, roll up his sleeves, and he's going to go start trying to reconnect the water pipes.
Jeanne, you see, as you're walking out of the building, 4 meeps show up with
Oh, John just gives them a wave of like perfect timing.
and it's the Yapkol Volunteers.
John is greeting them with a smile. She's probably had to, greet herself to many of the people here. And she says, "Excellent news, everyone. I have a new assignment for you all today."
Okay, so I have some bad news, Jeanne.
What?
You look around this group of like 15 dudes and gals, and like most of them look hapless before you spoke, and after you spoke, they look confused.
Let me guess, they don't speak my language.
They don't speak your language. You do see what looks to be like a 19-year-old after what appears to be the NCO here barks something, sort of waddle on over.
I wish we had a united language. Anyway, she motions the 19-year-old to come over.
This NCO, and you look at his rank and see this trooper. Please say that.
Trooper.
No, I meant to Peri.
Oh.
I said, this is Austria-Hungary maxing. We clown in this motherfucker with 6 languages. Take your sensitive ass back to the German Empire.
Average Federation moment.
Man, I miss everyone speaking the same language on my fucking rock I lived on. Anyway.
No, some people spoke Inner when they were from the Inner colonies, and they told you your language is fake and not real.
Yeah, they did. Sigh.
Anyways,
right. Jeanne will say, "Trooper."
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any experience with handiwork?
No, miss.
And she puts a hand on his shoulder. Well, you're ready to learn. We're about to do some work for the people of this colony.
Miss? Hey, Swappy.
Yes.
You're in civvies.
Oh, yeah. Jeanne will then reach into her breast pocket and pull out her ID card of, Captain Jeanne Chevalier of the Titans.
You see this trooper conversing with his NCO. And the NCO then says something back. And then the trooper turns to you and says, "Is there some sort of situation, ma'am?"
Tell me why you were brought here, trooper.
Our orders were to assist the commandant.
Congratulations. She will say, "Perfect. Then you're ready to help. The commandant is offering the people of this colony to help fix their apartment. It's our duty as soldiers to help the civilians, and so now we will be helping the commandant in his endeavor. Would you be willing to join me?"
Then he translates this back to the NCO, who barks something out, and then they all get moving. And the trooper replies as, "Lead the way, ma'am."
And Jeanne, with her new construction crew, her Mishima fucking,
Your boys?
my boys, the guys I picked outside of Home Depot, we enter this building.
Yes, it's the one reactivated colonial and like 14 local unemployed.
Yeah, so I bring my boys that I picked up and I bring them into the building, of which can we just walk in on Philippe doing plumbing, just like a sexy like fan service scene of Philippe doing
What?
look Look, trust me. Look, the female fan base would love seeing Philippe doing some hard work. Okay, some hard work.
Philippe,
We gotta figure the fans.
you are down near. Let me think, because I, Go Mine, don't know a lot about plumbing.
You can make it engineering.
No, I'm setting the scene. That's the boiler room.
Okay, all right.
You know, where all the pipes are connected. And I would like you to roll me grit engineering.
All right. Of course. Potentially the last roll for Philippe of this campaign. On a plumbing roll, Philippe has crit.
Yes! Yeah! This is what the blue team, or I suppose green now, is about. Rolling crits on random bullshit.
That doesn't really matter.
Hey, it matters to these people, Goma.
We're doing it for the people. We're doing it for the most noble of
The
reasons.
Titans are servants of the people. We exist to serve the people. Anyways, yeah, I guess all these hapless volunteers just walked in on the Commandant literally, like, doing plumbing. So, fun time.
The fucking media,
Think of your
fucking-
reputation.
The reputation, the
stonks
rep will
through
go
the-
crazy. Stonks will be through the roof,
And
honestly.
then as Philippe, like, rolls out from where he is, he'll look over at them and smile at them and say, "Ah, boys," in Cronian. "Welcome. Go inquire as to the folks of this apartment what we could do to clean it up, eh?"
They look around.
And he'll start giving shoulder pats and, shaking hands. He's putting on the Philippe charm.
I do find it very funny. The image of these volunteers who are armed, they're kitted out, although lightly.
This is our PPE.
What does it protect against? Shrapnel? I don't know.
Wood shards. Thing.
You
You
really are, Peri. Please say that for posterity.
I'm in a fucking Soviet era propaganda movie. That's all Philippe is. He's like a Soviet era propaganda protagonist.
Look, Peri.
You
Look,
gotta
Peri.
work the crane. The crane operator character is very, very important.
Look, Peri, obviously, Philippe would later go on to write in his memoirs and just completely downplay this situation and just be like, yeah, I fixed those pipes, but I really had to do it for my reputation. But everyone else will agree, like, yeah, man, that was actually pretty cool what he did.
What actually the takeaway should be here is that Philippe is happiest when he's helping people build and fix things and not in a fucking walker frame.
Not destroying.
Good. Honestly, I'm glad we could end Philippe on this note. This is what.
This is not Philippe's end. This is the Philippe's end as a player character. There's a big difference.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Victory for Philippe as a player.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, although it's really big difference because, 6 months ago, if something like this were happening, those would have been orange berets beating the shit out of everyone in this building so they would get out.
And instead, it's the military commandant fixing the plumbing while ordering the volunteers to actually help their neighbor.
Give me like 10 seconds.
Well, that was
And just to be clear, Philippe is not wearing his suit jacket anymore. He's wearing he's wearing his shirt, sleeves rolled up. And once he's done with the work, he'll, talk to some of the folks of the apartment. Then he'll go use the phone to call the mayor.
You get a line to the mayor.
Mr. Mayor.
Commandant. Is there something you need? Maybe from the mayor's office?
Yes, I'm calling for him, and he'll give the address since we're not coming up with a street name. We've already agreed.
12345 Fake Street.
I was looking into a situation where apparently one of your people had asked one of my officers to see if they could deal with squatters. I feel it pertinent to remind you that the military does not interfere in civilian jurisdiction issues like that. so I would appreciate it if you give a reminder to your people on the subject. But upon investigation, I've discovered that the people here are mostly a mix of refugees and those without homes, squatting as a way of surviving. I've been fixing up the building with some of the volunteers, and I was struck by an idea that this might be another way to breed cooperation and engender good feeling between the regulars and the people of the colony.
I am back. I got a doink. Sorry about
But
that.
I was thinking I begin rotating crews to assist with public work projects while we're here, or for those on their off days.
You can hear the gears turning in Mayor Burosai's head as he then asks, "Who exactly asked one of your officers this?"
Philippe will repeat the name that he was given.
A Rabu Rin.
Rabu Rin.
I see. You can hear the mirth in his voice on this. Commandant, I believe the drop battalion should have a platoon of engineers, no?
Indeed.
Let's could you spare them?
I absolutely could. And let me talk to their superior officer, and I'll have the platoon dispatched for civil works projects. As it is, these people here will need some relief. I know we're rather short on housing, but with the engineers assisting, we should be able to get more temporary facilities set up. But right now, Mr. Mayor, I'm seeing 30 people in a room in this building. And they had no running water until I came over and fixed it.
Well, thank you, Commandant. You just handed me a silver platter.
Of course, Mr. Mayor. All right. Commandant Guerre out. And Philippe will then inform the people of the building that the mayor's been informed of the situation and to contact him if they need any further, basically, not assistance, that's not the terminology he used, but if there's something they want to do follow-up questions on, here's his office number, so to speak. And with that, Philippe will shake some more hands and then tell the volunteers, all right, we're heading out, boys.
The morning dawns on the 4th of November. Jamie.
Yep.
What you see, the man sitting right across for you, and when he opens his newspaper for breakfast, you see the headline news goes, "Citizen Rabu arrested."
Huh. I was gonna say, did anyone bother explaining what went on to Jamie, or is he just does that mean nothing to him?
I assume you got filled in.
Can I have Jeanne fill him in, please?
Sure. Jamie, who's Citizen Rabu?
Jeanne is going to look at the paper. Oh, so I see he was up to something.
Is this why I had to confine the major to quarters?
Yes, he approached me. You know how I like to go out in cities and assist the citizens with requests that they ask of me. He came to me, said he needed to remove some squatters, that he was part of the colony's public infrastructure management, and that they were planning to build some form of industrial or entertainment or whatever have you. I thought it would be... Well, I thought it was a little strange, so I asked the Commandant, who was free, and we investigated the situation ourselves. If I were to guess, he was actually just some random real estate shark trying to make bite up whatever land is currently available in the colony after our takeover.
So, if you were to get your hands on a copy of this newspaper, Jamie, it would explain that Citizen Rambo, um, is the richest man in Colony, and this is not the first time he's tried something like this. And the mayor, in his statements, went on about, how the colonial administration is gone, dead, and dead for good, and all of its excesses will no longer be tolerated.
I never would have imagined that they would have been able to talk you into, being enforcement for a slumlord so easily, Chevalier.
She scratches the back of her head in a slight embarrassment. I wasn't aware he was so rich. He came to me in a more modest manner. I assumed he was more so an agent than the lead. Sorry. For putting you against the major, I mean.
Oh, I'm not sure it's me. You have to explain that too. The major might not be impressed, but that does not feel like my particular problem at this time.
I was already told that the security forces on the ship got a rather sudden and intense combat training exercise.
A mostly believable story.
She just kind of bows. I'll be sure to apologize to them. Whoa. Sorry, my dog just went under my chair.
What that dog doing?
Shenanigans. Anyway, yes. But yes, John just bows and says, yeah, she'll apologize to the security team for the conundrum.
Weaver doesn't have a whole lot to add to this conversation. It's like this feels like it went above his head very quickly, and he's just hoping not to have too much of it stick to him.
The side quest marker showed up on his HUD for a second.
And he hit the decline option without really thinking about it.
I feel like he rolled up like halfway through whatever this cleanup operation was in like a Jeep with Banker with far too many guns, and then realized
they just
kind of slunked back to the ship.
They just found the crew, and it's just like, the trailer from fucking Warframe of like work, the workman's son, the one, I think.
Anyways, Banker sits down in front of you, and he has a black eye. And he starts to quietly eat his breakfast.
Jeanne is going to look at him. And, I don't know how else to say this. She's essentially going to bow, like, head on the table. And just say, I'm very sorry for putting you through that. I'm very sorry for putting you through that, Banker.
He looks confused. Putting me through what?
I was... the Nora situation, or the major situation.
He looks around. Captain, I need to thank you for doing that.
She raises a brow. Oh? Like she genuinely didn't expect that.
I have wanted to clock Major Callaghan since the beginning of our deployment.
John smiles like a bit of a you see her eyes light up. And she places a hand on Baker's shoulder and she nods and she's like, I'm glad I could help. Note to self.
Well, that's wonderful for the cohesion of the chain of command, you two.
What do you mean? It was I was simply following orders from the officer of the watch.
It was all very much under regulation, was it not?
I mean, we're officially in rebellion, so I'm not sure how much the word of law means. But
Quite
as
a
long
bit,
as you've got
actually.
that out of your system for now, hopefully no
Better-
damage done.
Binker,
All things considered, better done in the hallway of a battleship than in a battlefield.
then Binker asks, did the Governor Admiral officially declare independence?
Did she?
You don't know.
That's just shrug. Not likely that we'd hear about it out here right away, anyways.
Yeah, your main concern is you have exercises with your brand new Chucklefuck pilots, half of whom are barely trained. Speaking
Well,
of,
okay.
Jamie, you see a man in full mop gear holding his breakfast look around the tables for an open seat, and he sees the man who was reading the newspaper in front of you get up to go put his tray away, creating an open seat. And this man in mop gear, who you think was the man from yesterday, walks right over to your seat table and sits down. Peri, I presume you take off the gas mask to eat.
A ruddy-faced young man with a sergeant's stripe on his shoulder, and he just kind of sleeve and just kind of looks around and goes, where's my bunk gonna be here?
I have a question. I have a lot of questions, actually. Sorry, this session I have had a lot of questions.
And asking questions is good.
Well, I suppose it's Nora since she's the gag, but I don't think Nora's gonna really care for that, so she just dumps it on Jeanne. But basically, do I know who this person is? Or was I given the thing of like, hey, you're getting a new guy here, but ma'am, aren't you the CAG? And then she looked at me,
You're
and
too
then I
icy.
just took the paper. and then I just took the paper. But yes, would I be aware of who this sergeant is?
You have lots of new faces, but this would be one of them. When you read the nameplate, which is
Lee.
Sergeant Lee, correct?
Yep, ma'am.
If memory serves, she's gonna dig into her memory a bit. Right, you're supposed to be acting as a WSO, correct?
No, ma'am.
Not the right one.
digs
Well,
through her pocket, pulls out a piece of
That's
paper.
all right, ma'am. I'll go figure it out myself then. He starts walking off.
No, she raises her hand. Captain, my name is Captain Sean Chevalier. I was put in responsibility for greeting the new faces.
Well, you greeted me, ma'am. Am I dismissed or are you holding me?
Stay by my side a little longer.
All right, ma'am. And he just kind of slings his rifle over his shoulder again.
You know, I think this is really funny how the breakfast you had in your hands has transformed into a rifle.
You're damn right it has.
It was an animation error.
I was going to say animation goof. Don't worry about it too much. We were just gonna nod at the get up. So who did you piss off?
Huh? No one.
Then what's with Banker says? He looks down at the NBC gear.
It's my daily routine.
Huh?
Just how I run. Run like you're gonna fight.
Jeanne will let out a bit of an impressed nod.
With his rifle slung, he'll use his other hand holding the breakfast to put it on the table. So am I gonna I have to listen to y'all just chat back and forth, or should I get going?
Jeanne's gonna motion for him to follow.
I guess I'll just leave this here then. He points to his record.
Take it with you.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Kind of struggles.
And
Just picks it up.
she is going to, as Gomine said a bit earlier, dig into her back pocket and pull out the new personnel sheet that she kept on her. She wanted to try and flex her brain muscles a bit, but unfortunately, no. So let's look at this nice personnel list. Why don't we?
So
two in academics. So all things considered, inexcusable, but whatever, man.
So you have a couple of old faces on your command roster. However, most of the more junior pilots are new, and many of those have only recently been thrown into uniforms. You have a lot of people from a specific construction company that went under recently, actually. But
Perfect. We need dudes.
Who know how to pilot a walker frame. Anyways.
And also build.
So, first flight is still led by Shock. Second flight has been allocated to Jamie. Third flight is one of the newer ones by a First Lieutenant Alam Soria, along with fifth flight under a Fang Natsumi, a call sign also and foreman, respectively. Let me just double.
Natsumi, foreman.
Yeah. Alam is a recently reactivated colonial with a not terribly impressive, but not dishonorable record, if that makes any sense.
Makes sense. Yeah. It's average. He didn't do anything like bad, but like he's got C in class.
He was present,
Maybe a
and
D+.
when the mayor asked for volunteers, he showed up.
Yeah. So
Lieutenant Fang is a local volunteer, no military experience prior.
That's fine. We've got a lot of those.
Worked specifically as a foreman in a construction company.
Not to say she has military leadership experience, but she has some form of leadership experience, so that's nice.
No, Feng is a man and Alam is a woman.
I'm stupid. Sorry. He and she. That was a goof on Swappy's part. But yes.
Yeah, and
okay.
Actually, most of the dudes you have as pilots know a foreman directly. Like,
okay, so all right, cool. We have someone who has experience with leadership. He might need a bit of military leadership training, but he's already got the basics.
He knows how to do HR and human resource management.
Yes, he does, and most of the pilots that we've recently gotten already know him. So that should make integration into the unit very smooth. Perfect.
Here, I was going to make a joke that like he knows how to do HR and personnel management, unlike most of our existing officers.
Yeah, yeah. Looks at my 0 in leadership. Yeah. And now let's see, Sergeant Leg Lee, Lee, because Leg is a nickname.
It's actually a call sign.
Call sign, sorry. Lee, no first name given.
No first name, just period. Do not refer to
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's see, Sergeant Lee. This might be a chance for us to get a rundown from Peri about what Lee's deal is.
So,
and introduce.
I have a question, Perry. You know, Major Callaghan, and by extension, Captain Chevalier, would have your record. And what does your record say?
Lied about his age to enlist when he was 14 or 15. Been in the colonial military for the last 6 to 7 years. But mostly served as a drop trooper for most of that. No home listed. No next of kin. He was with Cunyati's bunch, so he probably isn't a horrible war criminal.
Okay, cool. So he's probably an orphan, and isn't a war criminal, and he's kind of on the. Well, he's given her not a bad impression, not a good impression, but the impression that he's very objective focused, I suppose would be the name I'd give it. So that's cool. She's not gonna dig any deeper. Not yet, anyway. Let's see. Room assignment. I assume it just kind of says it there, right?
It lists a bunk.
And he volunteered for the Walker Frame crash course program because he heard it paid better. That was specifically noted in the file.
Yeah, sure. Whatever, as long as there's a... yeah, okay. It's fine. Alright, then yeah, Jeanne will lead him to his bunk and just kind of, show him the door.
Thank you, ma'am.
And she will simply then just say, dismissed, and walk off.
He just goes into his room then.
Another victory for Captain Chevalier.
A strange definition of victories.
Yes, it's like 0 in leadership.
It is true, though. She didn't refer to Saturn as Jupiter, so we can count that as a win.
Yeah.
Baby steps, baby steps.
I'm so stupid.
I do imagine Jeanne says that out loud, because I get the impression she's lame like that.
Kinda. Probably just, actually, she probably just says under her breath, like, when the door closes and she's walking away, she's just like, great first impression of a flight captain, Chevalier.
Although compared to a year ago, this is genuinely going really great.
Yeah!
Oh, and he's been... someone strapped him into a Galgaloo Garad, too. Which is a Jovian Walker frame that's been repurposed and captured.
Jovian, this reminds me of something I'm gonna do later.
This sounds so ominous.
Yeah, wait, what? Like, are you saying that to your paperwork?
No, I'm saying that as a player. Sorry, I like to comment.
I just imagine like it's a video game prompt.
Yeah, it's the we hired a lot, we paid a lot of money for this voice actor, so we're gonna make the most out of it.
Man, like we've already joked, we didn't spend very much money on voice actors at all. That's why we keep recycling them. Everyone's on contract.
Anyways, Sergeant Legg, you're in a room with 2 other sergeants, a Xiao and Kirkson. Call signs Chuckle and Fuck, who are incidentally 4th flight, directly under Jeanne. Leg, the first thing you notice when you walk into this room is it smells like weed. My internet okay? There Peri, did you catch
Uh-oh.
No, I did not catch that. I'm sorry.
that? No worries. Okay, so
New name.
Sergeant Lee. I'll say it a lot. I'll full name you. Lee Rudy. You see when you walk in,
Benek.
two others NCOs, Sergeant Zhao and Kirkson, call signs Chuckle and Fuck, respectively, who are part of Fourth Flight, which is Jeanne's flight. Just sort of
Great
lazing
first
about.
impression.
And the first thing you smell when you first get in there is the smell of weed.
Got any spare?
Huh? You see Kirkson look at you.
Oh, come on, man. Don't play dumb. I can smell that shit a mile away.
Then Zhao just hands you a blunt. Here, bro.
Thanks, man. And he'll sit down and start lazing about with them, take it up. Your captain kind of seems like a nervous wreck, if you don't mind me saying.
Huh?
The Chevalier. Chevalier? Cavalier?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Apparently an ace. That's all I know.
I heard you was some ace.
You see Kirkson look over, just sort of like drooling. So, who are you?
Lee, Sergeant.
Sweet.
What about you fuckers?
He points to himself with his thumb. Kirkson. And that's Zhao.
Yeah, good to meet you guys.
So what do you do?
Now I'm piloting, it seems.
With?
Some Jovian machine.
Whoa, we have a Jovian, Zhao says.
I got a few couple captured Jovian machines.
Wait, Kirkson says. Why are the Jovacs fighting with us?
No, the Jovacs ain't fighting with us. We have some of their gear, their shit.
Wait, then who are you fighting with?
I'm fighting with you.
You're not in Fourth Flight.
No, the unit as a whole.
But who has you then?
I don't fucking know. They haven't told me. Captain just showed me to my room and didn't give me any other orders. So I guess for now, man, all I'm doing is this. And he takes another puff and then he passes.
You see Zhao, like, get a hard look. I think I saw, like, a week ago, the Commandant and the Major exit a room together alone.
I heard the Commandant's gay. But I don't think that's true.
Hey, you can play for both teams, Kirkson says.
True enough. True enough. Oh, to the happy couple then.
I imagine you take another drag.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad I'm a terrible leader. This is great.
Hey,
So are there any booze in this joint, or is it just smokers?
I have a question, Nora.
Yes.
Who are you assigning Sergeant Lee?
They will be just assigned to the command flight.
Well, I suppose you have to pick up your new wingmate.
I guess Nora will come try to come pick them up in the hot box room.
Sergeant Lee, you hear a knock on the door.
He'll take the blunt again and take one last drag before passing it back over to the others and head over to the door to crack it open.
It slides open a bit, and you see a major in a spick and span uniform.
Nora,
Nora,
I'm guessing
you can
Nora can
s-
immediately smell. Yeah.
you can smell it.
Nora's eyes slowly narrowing. Sergeant,
Ma'am.
you'll be joining my flight. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
That is all. And then she'll leave.
He'll close the door again and go back up.
Who was that? Xiao asks.
I don't fucking know. And I'll sit back.
She'll pick him up later at some point. She does not feel like going into the hot box room.
I swear, man, every officer I've met so far here is either an anxious wreck or just a robot. The fuck do they feed the safe guys?
Wait,
Why the fuck are they all wearing swords?
I don't know. What do they? Then Kirk's announced. Do they think they're Dare to Dies?
No, they're not fucking dare to death.
But did they get them from Dare to Dies? Who else uses a shit ton of swords?
Axes are dare to dies thing.
And Zhao then says, no. They had to have killed a lot of Utniks to get the swords. They use swords.
What the fuck's a Utnik? I thought that was an STD.
I regret to inform you, Peri, you would in fact know what a Utnik is.
Yeah, it's part of the bit.
I see. Just making sure. For the audience, that is the Jovian equivalent, and by extension, IVA equivalent of a commando. Mecha, please say that.
Fans online going like, I'm disgusted and disappointed that they made Philippe have sex.
Truly astonishing. True and real Frep. He is, in fact, the significantly less baked one and is messing with them. So, Lee, you do, in fact, have some integration training to attend to later today. And, zooming things forward a little bit, you see your chucklefuck pilots, the bands of the Titan's first Walker Frame Squadron. And what a inglorious sight they are. Lee, you've been in the military for 7 years, and half of these mechanics don't understand what standing at attention really means. It's just sort of like standing around. And then walks up that major from earlier. Nora, you look upon your gaggle of buffoons that you have been tasked to lead. And what are you thinking?
Let me Let me go find them. Yeah, this isn't the War College anymore, but I'm gonna have to make it that way.
You have them assembled in front of you. Finally up to TONE full strength. And what do you say after everyone has finally been fully assembled?
Oh, Nora hates making any speeches.
You're gonna have to say something.
Let's all try to work together well. And don't fuck up. Philippe is watching.
Big Philippe is watching.
And that's what she'll give him.
Lee? Peri, that's you.
Sorry, ma'am. I have no idea what you just said.
You'll figure it out.
Okay.
I was about to do is, Lee, you feel Sergeant Zhao lean over and whisper, "Look, they're on first name basis."
You might be right.
I
Jamie?
totally forgot that was his first name.
Actually, we've just hit the 2 hour mark. I feel like this is a good point to have an ad break, by which I mean reconvene in 10 minutes after peeing and such. We will catch you back in part 2.